Hi, I am Balasubramanian, Chief Portfolio Strategist for Equity. We cover here the performance of our portfolio as well as the market for the month of October. October has been a decent month both for global markets as well as domestic market. Domestic market went up by around 4%, 3.70 to 3.85%. The broad indices went up. And for clarity, for global markets, investors are looking at the US-China trade pact as well as the outcome of the Brexit deal that may happen. While the domestic market, the hope is on the earnings for the second quarter. So far, the second quarter earnings have been decent with performance coming both in top line as well as at the bottom line and EBITDA level also. The recent announcements by the government have kept the market on a brighter note, but investors should be keen on the outlook for the earnings trajectory that will determine the future outlook of the market. The future performance of equity would be more on stock specific based on the results. The scheme specific approach, Mahindra Mutual Fund Kar Bachat Yojana. This is a tax saving scheme where the focus at this moment is more on large cap. We have around 45 stocks in the portfolio. We have around 79% in large cap, 14% in mid cap and 3% in small cap. The companies in the portfolio mostly consist of stocks which are superior in terms of earnings growth as well as low debt and are leaders in their respective segments. Mahindra Mutual Fund Badat Yojana. This is a multi-cap portfolio which exposure to large cap, mid cap as well as small cap. We have 70% exposure in large cap. We have 7% exposure in small cap and we have around 20% exposure in mid cap. This scheme follows both value and growth strategy, looking for stocks with high growth potential as well as looking for stocks which have a growth potential which are available at a reasonable value. We have 55 stocks in the portfolio as of now. Mahindra Unnati Emerging Business Yojana. This is a mid-cap portfolio with around 66% of stocks in mid-cap, 29% of stocks in large cap and around 4% stocks in small cap. Again, here it looks for high quality companies which have very less debt in their portfolio, in their balance sheet, and again are leaders in their respective segment. The portfolio will have mix of both top-down and bottom-up approach for investing. Mahindra Rural Bharat and Consumption Yojana. This is a theme-based scheme where focus on rural as a sector, and we invest in companies that are in rural finance, rural infrastructure, rural lending. We have both small cap, mid cap and large cap in the portfolio with around 55% in large cap and the remaining spread between mid cap and small caps. The portfolio is a focused one where 29 stocks are there at this moment. Mahindra Pragati Blue Chip Yojana. This is a large cap portfolio with 84% of stocks in large cap and the remaining in mid cap. There is no small cap stock in this portfolio as of now. We have around 25 stocks in the portfolio with almost equal weights at the time of allocation. Mahindra Hybrid Equity Nivesh Yojana. This is a hybrid portfolio which can have 80% of stocks in equities and the remaining in debt. This is a portfolio which focuses on growth as an opportunity for equity investment. As of now, we have allocated 65% of the portfolio towards equity and the remaining in debt. Here again it is a mixture of large, mid and small with 37% in large cap, 19% in mid cap and the remaining 9% in small cap. Mahindra Dhan Sanchay Equity Savings Yojana. This is a hybrid scheme which has arbitrage, which has equity as well as debt. The equity portion is invested up to 55%, which more focus on large cap and very less in mid cap. There is no small cap exposure. 46% of the portfolio of the equity allocation is towards large cap, 6% towards mid cap and 3% towards small cap. The approach of the portfolio would be to minimize volatility and provide steady returns to investors.
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.